You don't want to manifest a specific person. You want to manifest the version of yourself and who you get to be when you are around that specific person. And the biggest lie that you've been telling yourself is that you need that person to feel a certain kind of way, when in reality, they are just a catalyst in the entire process. But you are the creator of that version of yourself. For example, on a Sunday evening when you are bored and you want to meet your friends, you don't want to meet them because you want to see their faces or their bodies. You want to meet them instead of staying at home with your parents, because you get to be a different version of yourself when you are around them. And when you can understand that this is the exact thing that you have to do to manifest your specific person, you will realize that they have not left the version of you who they got in a relationship with. They have left the version of you who cannot be energetically high in their absence. And the version of you who cannot be energetically high without them is also the version of you who is an energetic burden to them. Think about it. If somebody wanted to get in a relationship with you right now, and they might love you with all of their heart, but in your absence, this person is absolutely dull. In your absence, this person is absolutely has nothing to provide to a conversation. You might like it for a month, 2 months, you might feel special, but after a certain period of time, you're going to be like, why do I feel responsible for somebody else being low vibration? I feel like it's better for me to detach from this person so that I can live a happier life and be with somebody else who actually complements my vibration instead of drains me from my vibration. And that's exactly what's happened with you and your specific person. And to fix this, you have to first reprogram your brain's default mode network. Your brain's default mode network is responsible for perceiving what and who you really are. For example, if you're in a complete state of rest, and let's say for the past 7 days, you've been entertaining this hot and cold version of your specific person just because you want to be in conversation with them, that's exactly what your brain is going to default to when you're at rest. And that's exactly the kind of energetic frequencies that your body is going to broadcast. And that's exactly why their brains, their subconscious mind is going to start to feel like it is safe to treat you in that way. Because as long as they're treating you in that way, you're there in their life and they still don't feel energetically responsible for your low vibration state. So understand that the only reason why you feel attracted to them, because physics proves to us that low vibration beings are attracted to high vibrational beings. But if you want to flip the script right now, you have to genuinely stop wanting them. Because when you stop wanting them, you can outgrow the version of you who still needs them, the version of you who's willing to do anything as long as you're in conversation with them. Because now their brain, it has a prediction error system, just like your brain. All of our brains have a prediction error system. For example, if you have once played a prank on a random cousin sister of yours and she did not take the prank really well, you know that the next time you're not going to prank her, you're going to prank someone else, because your brain can predict, if I prank this person, something bad is going to happen. Similarly, your specific person's prediction error system perceives that I can treat this person in any way that I want because they're going to be in my life anyways. So might as well do whatever I want. But only when you break those prediction error systems in their brain by putting out a brand new version of yourself, by reprogramming your brain's default mode network, that's exactly when they can start to view you in a brand new light. And how you can do this is very, very simple. First, I want you to genuinely pause and ask yourself, do you really want this person? You can take 3 fingers and you can put it over your head and you can just take 5 deep breaths, and whatever you genuinely feel, this time logically ask yourself, why do I really want this person? Whatever your answer is, write it down. When you've written your answer, after that, I want you to take your hands and I want you to put them on your stomach. Intuitively ask yourself, do I really want this person? And if you intuitively feel, well, whatever it is, write it down. After that, put your hand on your chest and ask yourself, why do I really want this person? And do I really want this person? Whatever your answer is, write it down. If all 3 of these align, good days for you. If they don't align, you have some rethinking to do. But if they align, let's say, the next step for you to do is to make a list of all of the things that you provide in a relationship. When you make a list of all of the things that you actually offer and provide in a relationship, it makes your default mode network aware that you are much more than somebody who needs somebody else to feel a certain way about yourself. So let's say you're somebody who is extremely talkative with strangers and make them feel comfortable. That's a good trait. Let's say you're somebody who always wears good perfume. Let's say you're somebody who is very hardworking, very ambitious. Let's say you're somebody who has an amazing family. It could be your privileges. It can be anything, your small habits, your big habits. You make a list of all of these things, a very detailed list, and I promise you, you will not be able to stop when you start, and do not stop until your hand actually comes off. I'm joking, but you know what I mean. Keep on writing. When you write this, You're actually reprogramming your brain to believe that I am more than somebody who needs somebody else in my life to feel a certain way. And when you're done with this list, you then make a list of all of the things that your specific person is currently offering you in a relationship. When you make a list of all of these things that they are offering to you and all of the things that you are offering, whatever the gaps in those specific things are, I want you to fill that out. For example, if they are an extremely honest and trustworthy person, but you don't find yourself to be completely honest at times, the inspired actions that you have to take in your day-to-day life is to become an honest person. Now, you don't have to wait for an opportunity to come up for you to be honest. You have to go out and create an opportunity so that you can broadcast an energetic frequency of honesty, because the version of you who wants to attract them into your life is the version of you who's doing all of this to upgrade your own identity. And when you do all of this to upgrade your own identity with the genuine detachment that I don't care if they come back, I just want to be a better version of myself, because when I'm a better version of myself, I feel better about myself. And it is this exact attitude that reprograms their brain's prediction error system to feel like, wait, am I missing out on something? Does this person not need me anymore? And it is a human tendency to prove your worth when you've been wanted for a really long period of time, and then suddenly just detached. You're like, wait, I thought they wanted me. And that's exactly when they have an incentive to come in your life. And no matter how much time and space and distance between you guys, because quantum physics explains us this concept called quantum entanglement. Quantum entanglement states that no matter how much space, time, and distance between two people who have been emotionally connected, you guys are always going to be connected through the quantum realm. Have you ever thought about your mom and she just called you out of the blue? Have you ever thought about a friend and they just messaged you out of the blue? Or have you ever been staring at somebody in public just because you're zoned out, and all of a sudden they look back and they look straight at you and you're like, oh, what the hell? Why does that happen? Because your conscious attention on a specific thing, on a specific person, on a specific thought is energy, because your attention is energy, and where you place your attention is where your energy flows. So the more attention you are putting on the identity that needs to be built by filling in the gaps of where your specific person can also feel valued, because you don't want to manifest them just so that you can feel loved, right? You want to make them feel loved. And if that's your genuine intention, you will start to do all of these things to upgrade your own self-concept so that when they come into your life, you can actually provide them all of these things. But then people will be like, but I'm not seeing any results, I'm not seeing any changes, I don't know, they're not even with me right now, why can I do this? Okay, fine. These are all the logical reasons that you have to overcome, because the moment you can overcome these logical reasons, the easier it is going to be for you to ignore them. And when you ignore them, you're not giving your conscious attention to them. And when you don't give your conscious attention to them, there is no amount of energy that you're investing in that. Because it's simple, man. The more attention you invest into why they are not coming back, and the more you logically figure out as to what you can do differently to make them feel a certain way, your energy is again the energy of somebody who needs to prove something. But the moment you step out of that vibration and you reprogram your brain's default mode network, that is exactly when your actions are going to be far more aligned. Now let's talk about the brain's amygdala. The brain's amygdala is your brain's threat detector, okay? Threat detector as in the version of you who would be cautious about saying something, or the version of you who would avoid going to a certain place because you feel like if you did that, this person would feel, well, I don't know, neglected. All of those fears that you have, those fears only existed because you felt like if you became your authentic self, they would leave you, right? But those are the exact things that I want you to take action towards, because that is the authentic version of you. And when you move with the energy of authenticity, your electromagnetic field of attraction becomes stronger by 5,000 times. You do this for a consistent period of time, and this energy compounds. When this energy compounds, I promise to you, you will start to see many more people come into your life in terms of romantic interest. When they come into your life, remember that you don't have to try to be right. You have to try and be happy. So if you feel like this new person that you like is somebody that you align with, go ahead. You don't have to marry them, just go ahead and speak to them. And if that aligns with you, all well and good. But if it does not align with you, you can just, speak to them, do whatever it is. But what I'm trying to explain to you, this is exactly the vibrational state that you would be in if you were already in a relationship with them. And because quantum entanglement proves that you guys are already interconnected through the quantum world, you can actually have an impact on how they feel about you emotionally. Because prehistorically, okay, before languages were even created, we humans have been accustomed to understand people just through emotional signatures, through gestures. Now, even if this person can't physically see you, the things that you post on Instagram, the people that you have conversations with, the energies that you're vibrating at throughout the day have a very strong impact on how this person can view you and feel about you. But this does not mean that you do this consistently for like 8 to 14 days and then you're like, okay, I give up. If you give up, it means you were doing this entire thing for the sake of getting something. And when you do this for the sake of getting something, that's exactly when your intentions are not right. And when your intentions are not right, that's exactly when you lack authenticity, right? So if you want to do something for a good cause, right, genuinely, but your actual intention was to just take pictures and put it on social media so that you look like a charitable person, then your intention is not right, and the emotions that you're actually looking for to by doing charity, you wouldn't feel them because you knew what you actually did it for. So giving up is not an option. Giving up means you're doing it for them, but the reason why they left you is because you do every single thing for them. So your inspiration should actually be to do it for yourself, and you do this for a sustained period of time. Your brain's threat detector, which once felt like accepting love is unworthy, attracting another person is scary, that goes away, because now the exact actions that used to scare you are the actions that you're taking. And when you take these actions, you're allowing your body to enter a new vibrational state, because when you do something that you've never done, you'll feel something that you've never felt. And when you feel something that you've never felt, you'll broadcast an energy that you've never had before. And when you broadcast an energy that you've never had before, you're going to start manifesting from the unknown. When you start manifesting from the unknown, you're going to be able to manifest a specific person. You know why? Because manifesting a specific person back, especially this person, you've probably never done before. And because you've never done before, it's unknown. And because that is unknown, and the vibration that you are practicing is also unknown, it's only a matter of time that they come into your life. And when I say only a matter of time, it's about their brain's prediction error system and how strongly it feels about you. So if they really feel like, I am done with this person, this person is so predictable, this person is so needy, I don't want to ever come back. If they feel this strongly about you, it's going to take a little bit longer. If they don't feel that strongly about you, it can happen even within days, within hours. I've seen this happen with my clients within minutes, I swear to God. And if this is the mindset that you keep on moving forward with, for you to manifest them, it becomes far more easy. Now that you have a clear list of what you offer in a relationship and what they offer in a relationship, you want to realize that the gaps that you filled in is not something that you fill in for the sake of it. It's something that you live up to. So when they come back into your life, remember that you cannot let them treat you in the way that they once treated you, because their subconscious mind will feel the urge to do that, because it's going to be a power dynamic. They're going to feel like it's still, they're going to test the waters. Has this person really changed? Have they not changed? Are they the same person? And the more they test you, the more you can see that I am actually outgrowing the version of me who genuinely needed them. Now I don't need them. So if they're going to test me even more, they're going to treat me like a project, I don't even want them in the first place. But if they come back authentically, if they come back genuinely, and you feel excited to actually get in a relationship with them, that's when you know you've made the correct decision. That's when you know you are actually in alignment with yourself. And when this happens, there are multiple different areas of your life which are going to 10x, because the way you do one thing, the way you feel about one thing, especially when it's important to you, your vibration signature becomes that, your emotional baseline becomes that. And when this becomes your emotional baseline, even if you're going to brush your teeth or take a shower, you're going to be far more excited to do that. And when you maintain this level of excitement even before your specific person has come in, that is exactly when they have come in. That is exactly when they can come in. Because think about it, man. You know that feeling when your specific person just, or like whoever you love, just messages you, hey, I love you, or whatever it is, and you get excited, or you just get happy, and then you go out in the living room, and then you want to hug your mom, and then you want to just be a better person. What if you did that before this person came in? Because understand, you want this person only and only because you feel that you will feel better in the having of them. So the end product of them coming into your life is an emotion, because you will feel better. And if the end product of them coming in your life is an emotion, then don't you believe that you actually want an emotion, and you can give that emotion to yourself? And when you genuinely understand and provide that emotion to yourself, that's exactly when you're in the exact energetic signature of already having them. Isn't it that simple? Because the end product of an experience is an emotion. I have to express this, because when you get this right, you realize that I can create this emotion in my life in multiple different ways. Yes, love romantically is one thing, but love can be for my co-worker, love can be for my mother, love can be for my brother, love can be for my sister, love can be for a stray animal, it can be for anything. And if you have all of the privileges to practice the vibration of love, in multiple different areas of your life, but you're not doing that, that is the vibrational signature of somebody who is waiting for somebody to come into your life to make you feel a certain way about yourself. But when you do that in their absence, that's exactly when you broadcast a new wave of energy. And when you broadcast a new wave of energy, slowly their brain's prediction error system starts to view you differently. They start to experience synchronicities where your name just pops up, where you just pop up in conversations, where they just somehow get reminded of you. And you have to trust that because quantum physics proves this to us. And you do this for some more time, that's exactly when your brain's default mode network has completely been reprogrammed, which means the next time you're thoughtless, your brain is automatically broadcasting a field of energy which allows them to come into your life, because now your nervous system feels completely safe to attract them because you've taken the inspired actions. You've actually outgrown the version of yourself who needs them. You've been doing all you can to maintain and sustain the vibration frequency of love even in their absence. And now you're quite literally a brand new person. You've basically broken the habit of being yourself. And when you've broken the habit of being yourself, you will actually become unrecognizable. So until you genuinely feel like, I'm okay with not having this person in my life, you've not grown. Unless the day you feel like, I'm cool if this person doesn't come in because I genuinely feel so amazing about myself, is the day that they will come in. But then you will be like, but Veer, what's the point of me being okay with not having them in my life and then attracting them? Because that is a version of you who can actually sustain a relationship with them, because you don't have to be in a relationship to for somebody else to fulfill you, right? Like movies and all that shit has made you feel like, we guys are two pieces of a puzzle, you complete me and all those things. Yes, they're cute. But if you're wanting someone so that they can fulfill you, after a certain period of time, they're going to perceive and see that lack within you. And then you're going to feel negative about that. And then you're going to start to find more lack within them. So the best possible time to get into a relationship, especially with the specific person who you were once feeling needy towards, is to first get your mindset right that even if this person leaves, I am okay with it. And if you can follow that, I promise to you, for you to manifest this person or any person, it becomes easy.